Welcome, in front of me is a NOKIA 5.3 and today I will show you how to bypass the Google verification. And right now I'm just kind of trying to get to the lock screen just to show you that the device is locked. And actually before I do this, now if you're already connected to Wi-Fi, then you can basically begin the process by going back to the first page and changing the language to any kind of language that uses different keyboard. So I'm just gonna select, let's see, basically anything. Let me show you actually. So anything I believe from like Turkish downwards should work. So choose whichever one you want. So I'm gonna choose, I think, Russian, I'm not sure. And from there you want to progress through the setup as you would normally do by basically skipping, I guess, most of the things and getting to this page where it tells you to verify your previous pattern, PIN, password, whatever it was set, or using the Google account. So assuming we don't know either of those, what you want to do is basically go to the page right here for the Google and I'm gonna change. So tap on the field right there and then hold the globe icon. So you should see the globe icon here. There is a chance that you might not. It just sometimes happens when you, I don't know, when some languages bugs out, I think. I'm not exactly sure how it's defined, but basically you would have a different keyboard but no option to go back to the English keyboard. So if that is the case for you, just go back to the first page, change the language to something, again, just different, and go back here and you should see that globe icon. Now from here, once you hold it, it will bring up this window. So I'm gonna, number one, change it to QWERTY, and number two, hold it again and go to language settings, which is this blue text right at the bottom here. And then let's tap on add keyboard, which is the, again, blue button at the bottom. And from here you want to choose any kind of option that doesn't have an arrow. So if you scroll down, you would have a couple with an arrow, but we're interested in basically everything right here that does not. So choose one, then tap on add, again, blue button, and there we go, we have added a language. So once you have added that language, let's go back to the first page and change language back to our desired one. So for me it's gonna be English. There we go. And again, let's get back to the same page. Now also, while I'm here, I'm gonna just quickly mention, just for you to pay attention, right now the device unlocking method for the verification pattern, well, is pattern itself, right? So this will have a little bit more of a significance later on because I'm gonna change it, and just try to remember that I did have a pattern before. So again, let's tap on use Google instead. Again, tap on the field, hold the globe icon, go to language settings, add keyboard, and from here you want to scroll down till you see a option with an arrow. So as you can see, there's Albanian. So let's tap on it, and then you want to tap on the three dots, go to help and feedback, and then in the describe your issue you want to type in Morse code, or if it's visible right here, like use Morse code, you can tap on it. If you don't, type in, I believe just typing MO brings it up as a suggested. But anyway, I'm just gonna tap on this instead of typing it, and it will open up the page with a video right here. So tap on the video, it will load it up, and once it does, you can see that there are now three dots in the corner of that video. So you want to tap on those and choose watch later, which in turn will open up your web browser. So in here, let's just accept and continue and turn off the sync, we don't really care for it. And now you want to tap right at the top and type in HardReset.Info/bypass. Like so. If you need a moment to write it down, pause the video, otherwise I'm just gonna progress further. So in here you should see probably this annoying pop-up, so I guess I consent. So in here, scroll down, and you should see several applications of Galaxy Store, Google App Search, and Settings. Now we're only interested in the settings right here, so simply tap on the icon and this will open up the phone settings. And in here we're gonna scroll down to security section right here, and then choose screen pinning, turn it on, and also turn on lock device when unpinning. And this in turn brings up the option for you to set up a protection to your device. So as I mentioned before, to pay attention to the unlocking or verification method that we have previously, it was a pattern. So I'm gonna choose something completely different just so you can see it in action. So I'm gonna go, instead of with the pattern, with a pin this time. And in here, all I need to do is just set up my pin. That can be any kind of pin that I want. So I'm gonna make a fairly simple one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap on next, repeat it to confirm that pin. Confirm, and it's now set. Now we could also add a finger, but really it doesn't matter. So once you have added that pin, hold the power key, select restart, and simply wait for the device to boot back up. Now while it's booting up, I'm gonna quickly describe or explain what we just did. So by setting up a screen pinning, the screen pinning itself didn't really matter. It's more the option that entails the ability for us to actually add protection to our device without verifying the old one. So what now happened, once we set up a protection to our device, it just completely overrides the old one. The phone apparently can only store one protection at a time, so pin, pattern, or password. Not both, not 3 of them, just one. So if you substitute one for another, it just kind of eats the other one out of the phone and just sticks with the new one that you have set. And right here, now that the phone is on, it automatically is locked, kind of like a fully set up device would be. So all we need to do is simply punch in our pin that we have set. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, it's now unlocked, at least in the screen itself. So from here, again, we're gonna go through the setup. I'm gonna choose English again. Now, while we're going through the setup, I do recommend you just to skip as much as you can. At this moment, it still doesn't really matter how we set it up. Even though we can basically finish up the setup, the device is still not unlocked. So just thought I would mention that. So let's wait for this. As you can see, I'm skipping everything that I can. Now in here, there's the important part. This is the verification part. Before it was a pattern. Now it just kind of changed into a pin. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, enter, and voila. We basically just bypassed the verification section of the account. So that's nice. So now that I would say unlock the device, I do recommend you to just, like I said, finish up the setup and then from there go to the settings and perform a factory reset of the device. This in turn will basically remove any kind of leftovers from the old account. So I'm going to do that just in a second after I'm done skipping everything that I can. Okay, so from here, pull up settings, scroll down to System, Advanced, Reset Options, and choose Erase All Data Factory Reset. Now it does give us an option, but a message that this will remove whatever, basically everything. It does specify that it removes Google account, which it does not provide the old account, because technically that account isn't here, but it still is. So that's why we're doing a factory reset. And by doing it through the settings, we just kind of bypass the portion that of this, well, I guess of the design of the Android, where it will just lock it. So by resetting the phone through here, we do need to provide again the PIN that we have set up. Once you do that, and press delete all data, and this will remove literally everything from the device. All the old info that was previously blocking us and would still reside on this phone, therefore also unlocking it just fully. So let this run through and I'll come back once the process is finished. But honestly, at this moment, once it's finished, we're back in the setup screen, and from there you can set it up as however you like. And as you can see, the factory data reset is now complete, and we're back in the setup screen. So, like I also said before, at this moment you can set up your device as however you like. I will be going through the setup. I'm just gonna go through it as quick as I can, skipping everything once more, but I'll point out a couple of things, or well, primarily this one. So normally if the device is still locked after the reset, you are literally required to connect to Wi-Fi, but if the device is not locked, you can just simply skip it, which means that this device is fully unlocked now. So, there we go. Setup is now completely finished. And that is how you could bypass the Google verification on this Nokia. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.